So, a new topic, an interesting topic. Electives by NCISM. Now, the B.A.M.S, all the professional students, that is from first, second and third, from this year onwards, that is 2022 batch, has been given a topic called as electives. And this is imposed by NCISM new Gazette notification from the government of government, that is Indian government, central government, under the Ministry of Ayush. So what is happening here is basically it is not student chosen kind of topic and it is imposed. I repeat, it is an imposed one. So basically when the thought of electives were announced, it was a good idea, definitely, because along with the medical skill, there should be certain skill development programs for the medical professionals. And I thought this was in a good direction towards meeting that demand. But later when the website was launched and when we saw the actual rules, it was shown that 500 rupees was charged, is being charged per elective. Per elective. Student has to choose 3 electives in his first professional B.A.M.S, 3 electives in his second professional B.A.M.S, 3 electives in his third professional B.A.M.S. If you see the total B.A.M.S seats across India as of now, the recent data says somewhere around 29,000. So approximately we can take it as 30,000 since there are many seats being increased all across the government colleges and even private colleges. If you consider even 70% of these seats being filled, then you can say that around 21,000 students are entering into B.A.M.S. So, at a time, these many students are entering into first professional B.A.M.S. At a time, they are entering into second professional. At a time, they are entering into third professional B.A.M.S. By keeping aside the odd batch and other dropouts, I am concentrating on the average numbers. A single student, if he has to pay 500 rupees per elective, so per professional B.A.M.S, he has to choose 3 electives minimum, which means 1,500 he has to give there. In his entire B.A.M.S course, he is giving 4,500 rupees. So 4,500 rupees is extra charge what a student pays for his B.A.M.S course, which is over and above the college fees. And this is not expected because a student pays the college fees. Now why he has to pay this extra amount? Because this is not chosen by him. He has to compulsorily take this as a matter of you can say imposition from the Gazette under NCISM now. These numbers take a different stage when we consider other things. Take for example, when you take 21,000 students taking first professional B.A.M.S course after NEET counseling, how much they have to pay during their entire B.A.M.S? It was just 4,500 per student. But now when you consider the 21,000 students per batch in their entire B.A.M.S course, they have to pay approximately 10 crore. So these numbers are shocking. It is per batch. Now what you did not imagine is at the same time even the second professional B.A.M.S is there, third professional B.A.M.S is there, and at the same time certain times first professional B.A.M.S new batch will come and next batch will be first professional senior because it's 1.5 year course. So if we take 5 batches, like in 5 years, imagine 5 batches being passed out of B.A.M.S. In 5 years with these electives, how much can be earned? It is exactly 5 times that of one batch. Means 50 crore rupees can be earned from this NCISM electives in a matter of 5 years. I'm repeating, in a matter of 5 years. So this number is shocking, and since NCISM is a part of government organization and the electives are a part of skill development program, this amount was not expected. It should have been free of cost. The funding should have been free of cost. Nowhere on this earth a course designer will take this much amount just for designing few videos and giving it to NCISM. Nowhere on this earth this much amount is taken for maintaining a website and taking some payment gateway charges, etc. And nowhere on this earth this much amount can be charged for some other than course kind of syllabus. So per student it may look small, but when you see the larger picture, the picture is entirely different and it gives a wrong direction. I'm not telling electives is bad. You can see here it's a novel idea. But when you charge in this way, then questions are raised regarding the actual intention of designing them. And of course, the actual topics and reviews are yet to open since students have enrolled now. We'll get to know their quality later. But this amount from a government organization outside the college fees limit was not expected. It may look small, but certain students may have difficulty even in paying this much of amount, like 4,500 in their B.A.M.S course. So that was not expected. So this was my thoughts when I just went through the numbers and calculated. So I thought I would share this with all of you. So it should be taken into consideration that education should not be business, and when it is a government organization, I don't think it is acceptable. So this was my thought, and of course there could be difference of opinion and there could be few people who can afford. So this can be taken as my opinion and suggestion only, not a generalized suggestion. So thank you.